Well, this was absolutely very practical and encouraging. Really, really amazing. Thank you very much for that. And what I like during the day, one of the things that I like is all the dancing that we saw here today. Everybody looks so happy. My name is Hansie Cronje. I'm from Cape Town. And I was full-time in the ministry as a pastor for many years, and then we started the business, my wife and I. And today I'm a freelance pastor. I'm living the dream. I'm doing ministry for free. Nobody has to pay me anything. And that is really a dream that came true for me. So we're doing the business full-time, and we've got 3 children. My firstborn was born cerebral palsy, and he's staying still with us. And then my 2 daughters, both married, and our first grandchild is on the way. So I'm very excited about that also. So I'm sure I look like a grandfather already, am I right? Okay. So it's my privilege to talk about personal development. This is a very, very important thing. If you look at the New Life marketing plan, you will see it's point number 3. Point number 1 is use the products. Point number 2 is to share the product, business and the products. And point number 3 is personal development. Why is it that the company New Life put such an emphasis on this, that they even put it in the marketing plan? The reason for that is that New Life believe that every person who joined this business, doesn't matter what is your background, your education level, whether you're a man or a woman, whether you're young or more mature, it doesn't matter. You, everybody, can be successful in New Life. And that's why they are willing to stand on a stage and declare this and say, this is what we believe. Because we have seen that through the history of New Life, and there's enough proof to say that this is a very important point. Now, the big question today is, do you believe it? That's the big question. You know, when we started the business, we started for one reason, and that was for money. We were really suffering financially. I enjoyed tremendously what I was doing in the ministry, and I still enjoy, but we were really struggling financially, you know, and the bank manager was all over my back all the time, reminding me how much money I owe him and I have to pay back with interest. Anybody knows what I'm talking about? My car was falling apart. And I could not pay all the bills or look properly after my family. So it was really, really challenging. So when we started the business, our belief that we will become successful in New Life was very, very low. We said, well, we give it a try and see where we get. But we was not sure if this is going to work for us. And over time, we started to grow and started to believe what New Life believe, and today we are President's team members. So why I say that, thank you, why I say that, as if it can work for us who started at a very low point of very low belief, and where we are, it can work for everybody. You must really believe that. I think many people know about Gary Player. He's one of the most successful golfers in the world. He's a South African. He won a lot of tournaments. Very successful businessman also. And they asked him once, because he has met many successful people, you know, sport people, people in the business world, and all areas of life. He met a lot of successful people because a lot of these people also play golf. I don't know what it is. If people become successful, they say, I must play golf also, you know. But they play golf. So he meet with them, and then he asked them, now, is there one thing that he has found through all these successful people that he thinks makes them successful? And he said the following. He said, in all of them, I found this one thing. They all believe very strongly that they will be successful. They believe it very strongly. So he says it's all in the mind. You have to make a decision and see the picture in your mind. So let's take an example in the business. If you are a senior manager today, for example, you must start seeing a picture in your mind of this amazing director pin. Who's got a director pin here? Just stand up that people can see. There was a very successful director up here. Who's got a director pin? Nobody? Yes, there you see. Just let the people see. Just turn to them. Can you see the director pin there on his lapel? Is it an easy pin to see? It's easy to see. It's big and nice and shiny. Have you seen how small the other pins are? You must get very, very close and see. Let me see. Are you know what I'm saying? So you get a nice big pin. It's a nice recognition because you must see that pin already in your mind. And you must see yourself as a successful director with that shiny pin walking around. And people don't have to worry to see what kind of pin you wear. They can see it very clearly. And then you also make the money. That comes with it, between 6,000 and 12,000 rand a month average. Who would like to earn that in a month? You see? But you've got to believe it, and you've got to see it in your mind, see that picture, and then you go out and you do it with all the practical help that you got here today, with the planning and everything that goes with it. So how much you believe it is going to determine how fast you're going to get there and how strong you're going to grow. So if you believe just a little bit, it's going to be a slow process. You believe more, it's going to be faster. But you've got to be very, very strong in that belief. Every time I see Charlie and looks at my pin, he reminds me that you've got to believe stronger and go faster. And I don't even try to say anything else. I say, yes, yes, Charlie, I'm on it. So let me just touch on a few practical things that we can think of to help you to build your belief. The first thing, believe you are special and God did not make any junk. Believe it. Doesn't matter what anybody tells you. If anybody tries to tell you to believe what God says about you. You are special and you are not junk. He's got a plan with your life. So you've got to believe it and hang on to it. And remind yourself consistently how special you are. The second thing, live with integrity. We live in a world where nobody wants to trust anybody anymore. We can make a difference by living with integrity, to be somebody of your word and trustworthy. Because this business is built on trust. And if you cannot trust me showing you the direction to success, we're not going to get anywhere. So this is very, very powerful to live with integrity. So remind yourself consistently about that. The third point, believe the success stories you see in your life. You see, we get a lifestyle magazine, you hear success stories, you get to events, people start telling their story. You had stories here today of people who became successful. Believe it. It's not by accident. They believed it, and they worked on it, and they planned on it, and it can happen for you also. You've got to believe that you are currently working on your own success story. The person sitting in your seat. So that is a very important thing. Then the fourth one, Do your self-talk every day. Now, we had a fantastic session earlier today about self-talk. It's just reminding yourself about positive things. So, for example, if you take a A4 piece of paper, you write on it, I'm a winner. You put it on your mirror where you look at yourself every morning and every evening to comb your hair and to brush your teeth, and you read, I'm a winner, I'm a winner, I'm a winner. Guess what? In a short while, you're going to believe it. And you're going to act like a winner. And you can do what a winner is. So that is an important one. And then number 5, believe that challenges makes us stronger. So if you fall, if you make mistakes, if you get big challenges, just say to yourself, get up one more time. Get up one more time. And next time you fall, you remind yourself, get up one more time. Every time you do that. And if you remind yourself consistently, you will see how it will build your strength and the belief that you can do it, that you can be successful. This is a simple business, but it's not always an easy business. Why? Because we work with people. You know? And don't worry about it, just keep on going, as Charlie always said. Just don't worry about it. So, then the next one is live healthy so that people can see you are in a business of health. You know, look at what you eat. We hear that all the time. Use your products. Do a little bit of exercise so that you can project a certain image. That is number 6. Number 7 is treat your business like a business. Treat your business like a business. Don't say to somebody, you know, I've got this little thing going here on the side. They will never believe you that this is a business. Forget it. It's not a Mickey Mouse thing. By the way, Mickey Mouse is a very big business in the world, but don't talk like that. Believe in your business like a business. So I would encourage you, start thinking how you dress. Do people want to do business with you when they look at you? Are your hair combed? Do you look neat? Are you properly dressed? You know? Would people like to do business with you? And if you do the business part-time, it was well explained by Pierre. Do it part-time, meaning set aside time every week and stick to that time. Don't do business when you get the time because it will never happen. Do it part-time, meaning you put 5 or 10 hours per week separate. I mean, Pierre, that amount of time that you put in the business is very exciting. But make sure you treat your business like a business. Number 8, surround yourself consistently with positive people. Make a decision about it. You know, negative people can talk you down. They can talk you out of things, out of your dreams, out of your business. And try to associate. Now, let me ask you today, was this a positive experience for you? Now, this is a perfect example of associating with positive people. So go to the meetings, the events, the trainings, whatever it is, to encourage you. Don't stay away, because when you become lonely out there, it's like a little coal that you take out of the fire. You put it separate, and it's just a few minutes, and it's gone. But if it stays in the fire, it stays hot for long. And then the number 9, do to others what you want them to do to you. So always remember when you do the business, whether you talk to somebody, whether you work with a customer, whether you share a product, whether you share the business opportunity, whether you work with your team as a leader, always think what you sow, you're going to reap. So watch what you say, watch what you do, because if you sow negative things, it will come back to you 100-fold. If you sow positive things, it will also come back to you 100-fold. So This is just a few simple guidelines. I just want to mention there's many more. But just to give you a rough idea that we can do a few things so that we can believe to become more successful. And I want to encourage you today. You don't have to start with everything at once. Take one thing. Even if you take the self-talk and say, I'm first going to sort my self-talk out, and I'm going to ensure I do it every day diligently and consistently with discipline, and I'm going to sort it out because the self-talk is going to take you a long way. And you do that, you will see, you will reap the results, and you are on your way. So, when I look in this room today, when I stand here up front, I see a lot of people that can be very successful in your life. I see it. And you know what? New Life sees it. Charlie and Alta sees it. And God also sees it. The question is, do you believe that you can? It was nice sharing with you. God bless.